Hey everybody, Kimberly Bean here with Southern Maryland Real Estate Network and RE/MAX 1. It's Friday evening, and I don't think that there's a better time to talk about this topic, but I want to talk to you today about open houses. So if you are a first-time home buyer and you've seen open houses and you kind of want to know how they work, I wanted to just sort of explain maybe a little bit of open house etiquette for you. Feel free to ask me any questions if you have any. But let me tell you a little bit about attending open houses. So first and foremost, I want you to know that when you go to an open house without a real estate agent, that the agent that is sitting that open house represents the seller. Okay, so they've been hired by the sellers to help sell their home. So first and foremost, before you even look at an open house, you should probably get pre-qualified from a lender. Either ask someone that you know that's had a great experience. If you have a realtor, which I hope that you do. If you don't, give me a call. They can recommend it. You've got to get pre-approved first, because you know what? When you start looking at houses before being pre-qualified, and then you go through the pre-qualification process, sometimes you can get a little bit of a surprise. And that is specifically that maybe you like that house, but the mortgage payment for that particular house isn't one that best fits your budget. So I always recommend that you speak to a lender first. Second of all, so when you've spoken to a lender, I always recommend that you do have an agent, a realtor that will represent you as the buyer and make sure that your best interests are always kept. Because again, the person that's holding the open house represents the seller. So when you go to an open house, there may be an occasion where maybe your realtor can't go with you, and always make sure that you let that person, the real estate agent, know at the open house that you are working with a realtor. 9 times out of 10, they're going to ask you to sign in, and it's sort of a precaution. Or a couple of good reasons why they want you to do that. A lot of times sellers want to make sure that they know who's walking through their home. So, you know, and then if you're not represented by an agent, then a lot of times the agent wants to contact you just to get some feedback on what you thought about the property. So if by chance you do work with an agent and your agent for some reason cannot attend the open house with you, see if you can get some of their business cards. Maybe ask them to call ahead of time to the agent that's holding the open house and just let them know that you're being represented. So that's a little bit about attending open houses. I want to give you a tip for the Southern Maryland Real Estate Network that we do have a great Facebook group called Open Houses Southern Maryland that you can go to. And I will add that link to this video in the description where you can go and find out which houses are going to be open for the weekend. It's a great time to buy. It's a great time to see open houses. I know Sunday is Mother's Day. But if you're shopping for a new house, tell the fam that's what you want to do for Mother's Day. So I hope everyone's doing well. Feel free to post questions or ask any questions if you have any. You know, I'd be happy to answer them. But again, you know, open houses, make sure that you have representation, make sure that you get pre-qualified, call ahead and get some information, and expect to complete a sign-in form when you go there. Okay, hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.